just about to say I'm just waiting on YouTube. Anyway, it's your boy M.K.S. So I don't know what's happened to this screen on Facebook. It's getting all strange. It's got really small. But anyway, welcome to part 3, the third and penultimate part of my plans for supporting black artists, especially from America, but also all around the world. Sorry if I feature a lot, but yeah, this is the third and penultimate part, as I say, and these are pointers, or artists in this case, number 21 to 30. Yeah, hope you enjoy listening to my ideas and this list, and hopefully it will encourage you to check out these artists. I was thinking, as I said in parts 1 and 2, I'm trying to avoid distractions. I'm sure I said in both parts 1 and 2, like trying to avoid, especially when I was in part 2, I'm sure, when I made part 2, I'm sure I mentioned it a few times, like trying to avoid distractions in terms of even trying to check out all the different videos on black artists on YouTube. But the good thing is it shows there's a lot of successful black artists and projects and that kind of thing supporting black artists, so I think that's quite good. But there's only 24 hours in a day, so much as I might want to check them all out, I guess I can't really check all those out. And I would love to do videos on like reacting to these specific artists and videos on their work and that kind of thing. I'd love to interview them in the future and all that kind of thing, but I hope I get the opportunity. I don't think I will this year, but maybe sometime in the future. These glasses are very uncomfortable, but I hope I don't damage the frame or anything like that. But anyway, onto the list. So here goes. So number 21. I'm right here. I can't read where I put it. I think it's Lillian Thomas Burwell, who is an abstract painter and artist. I put abstract in speech marks again because I think I did that before, because I don't know what abstract is. I probably should, but as it was a bit dumb, so I don't really know. By the way, I welcome your comments either on Facebook and or YouTube. I welcome new subscribers. I welcome your views, both in terms of comments, in terms of opinions, and in terms of viewership and that kind of thing. I would welcome that, and I hope you'll share the video with anyone who's interested in empowering black people. And I'd love to know how you would empower black people. I jumped ahead of myself there. How can I manage my time better? That's another thing as well. But I'd love to. I didn't really go through a separation between historical artists and current ones, contemporary ones, or whatever. Big word for me. But yeah, I think of 21 again, and always say so. Yeah, it could be looking at the history of successes, because although I want to celebrate current ones and support them, and I want to look at more current artists, poets, artists, and writers, what I call Black Poor, in this case, Black Poets, Artists, and Writers. Poor being an acronym for Poets, Artists, and Writers. I think the historical successes are an inspiration for future generations. They can still show you what you can do, what you can achieve. Yeah, I think that's it's still pretty cool to look back at history as well and see what black people have achieved, including in art and other areas. Poetry, art, writing, and things like that. And moving on to number 22, Evangeline E.J., speech marks, E.J. Montgomery. Interestingly, I know someone called Montgomery, so or with the same. I think it's middle name, or yeah, or it may be a surname. I can't remember, but someone I know from Facebook who's mixed race. But on that note, I also wish to focus more on people who are pure black. Even though I'm a mixed race person myself, I think someone who's fully black. So not mixed race or biracial, generally speaking, although they might come in the list, but generally speaking, someone who is fully black, although many people are mixed without realizing it historically and that kind of thing. Moving on to number 23, I hope there'll be many more great black artists in the future, and I'd love to know, before I mention the name, Number 23, I'd love to know how you would support black artists. I'll say, I know I didn't mention that, but I meant to mention that in point number 23 because I think of like sympathy, empathy, fundraising, compassion, and that kind of thing. So, how would you support black artists? I'd love to know how would you fundraise for them, and how would you help to promote their writings and things like that? How do you think we can promote their works? Like I think, like if many people are inspired to share the video, um, this video, but also other videos on black artists. But moving on, number 23, Deborah Dulcie. Deborah Dulcie, I haven't got any notes on much information about her, but I hope, as I say, people will be inspired to find out more information about these artists. Again, I'd love to know how you think we could fundraise for and just generally support any ideas you have on generally supporting black artists in America and around the world, and how people, I'd say how people and organisations could be encouraged to do so, and how people could come together, to say, with organisations to help. Number 24, Maud Salter, a contemporary artist and photographer. Again, I hope I pronounced that name right. I did struggle with pronunciation. I'd love for there to be a worldwide celebration and maybe even a network of black artists around the world. And again, there's organisations and individuals and organisations and groups that support them. Number 25, Claudette Johnson. Another thing is I'd love to support republics, especially parts of Africa. I normally mention. I think of that in point 25 for some reason. Number 26, Joy Labinjo. I hope I pronounced that right, as I say. Number 27, Olivia Sterling. I'd love to know also how how black artists and the black community can thank and reward those who help them. And before I move on to point number 28, I suppose I should have said this in point number 23. Not sure, I don't think it's my list. But these, I'd love to use spaces. I'll say the screen I'm looking on Facebook is really got very small. I don't know why. I think there's a technical issue. It's maybe because I'm recording on YouTube and Facebook at the same time, so it doesn't seem to like that when it's on multiple platforms or when other tabs are open for some reason. But anyway, hopefully it'll record as well as possible. But yeah, this sort of space like cardboard and or whatever this is made of. Again, I'm a bit dumb. I don't really know what this is made of, but those sorts of spaces which other people wouldn't use, I'd love to use to support black artists in this case. So, for instance, this front cover for a black artist to draw on the front of this, and also on this bit and the other bit here and this bit. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 artists, and the same on the back. So I hope to give this notebook with a black cover, as well as many others, or at least a few others, or as many as I can, to at the moment I think I've got I'm not 100% sure, I've got more than 3 or 4. I was thinking 3 or 4, but I've got quite a few. I think I collected quite a few, but my mum got rid of quite a lot because of my hoarding. But yeah, I'd love to give those to as a present to the black community, with my notes on black empowerment. So if I get a chance, I know I mentioned this last week, I'm pretty sure, but when I tried to cover the poets, the poets. But yeah, I hope to give this away. So again, there could be 8 black artists who draw on each side, and the ideas would be shared for the black community. I might have to read them because of my handwriting. I hope they'll be able to read it, maybe hopefully better than I think. So I hope that will make sense, along with everything else, I guess, ideally. But moving on to number 28, Alberta Whittle. Number 29, Stephen Wiltshire, who is a black artist who is also autistic, and he's known for his ability to draw highly detailed cityscapes from memory, after only a brief observation, only a brief amount of time. So, such as his panoramic views of New York and London. I believe he is a black British artist, but again, I wanted to talk about ones internationally. Another silly pattern of mine that I use, and I'll talk about my silly patterns and things like that, but because it's 29, my birthday is on the 29th, and I think of like a neurodivergent artist, or in this case. So moving on to number 30, finally number 30. Then I'm going to try and read my writing. I think it's WAF. I don't know why it's spelled in block capitals, WAF, and in brackets, Kevin A. Williams. W-A-K, sorry. Not sure if that's his name backwards or something. For some reason, it would make more sense to be W-A-K. But and another one as a bonus, I'm writing Emon Mayer, I think it is. Again, but I'm writing. But yeah, for the last one, I thought of like, I know I think of, I don't know, say this, another one of those I probably shouldn't say, but I think as 31 would do, I think like imagining if people who are in the adult industry who do art, or if black people could do their own erotic art or interracial art, like draw pictures of like interracial stuff, like so, with white or Asian or other chicks, women or whatever. Hope that makes sense. But yeah, I was thinking like people in the adult industry, or even just generally who do erotic art, interracial, porn or stuff like that. I don't know if I should say that, but I'll say it now anyway. But anyway, on that note, I'm about to go to the gym soon. So anyway, I'll finish my tea. And peace and love. Bye. Please wish me well for the gym.